Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to What If Civilization Start Over. I know I haven't posted a gaming video in years, a couple years, but because I'm too focused on this. The first stop in our video is down here in Oceania, where Singapore has been making some excellent exploration of this Indonesian island, which I forget the name of. They also discovered islands out here. They just go ahead and discover the entire thing. And I'm starting to discover Java. And more Borneo. They team up with the Chinese to explore more of Borneo in order to get the funding and manpower to do this. They meet up on Borneo and continue exploring more and more of Borneo. Meanwhile, while that was happening, China was making claims, making colonies in the Philippines in order to get civilization out there and get people out there and have bases of operation out in this area. So as the colonization of the Philippines is successful by the Chinese, they also make a small landing or settlement on Borneo. The Vietnamese who have been quiet so far, besides getting, before they broke off, they expanded more here. They also sailed across and made settlement on Borneo in order to expand more. And hopefully by doing this, we can talk about it more. And Singapore also does some expanding, mainly up here to the border of this country. That is Green country, which in the last video broke off from Bangladesh, and they saw some land concessions and purchasing and with warring. The orange team here is not having a good time. So, let me just say these alliances. In terms of alliances, they rejoin the square lines. Oh, I'm on wrong there. Yeah, they rejoin the square lines. In order to get protection. And hopefully to get them to stop invading them. Hopefully get the red team and blue team to stop invading them. Because they just want to live. And I don't blame them. I would be pretty desperate in that type of situation. Going up here to the Farmers Union. They continue conducting more exploration into Turkey. Into Anatolia. And they're mainly aiding Ukraine up here. Exploring. With this, the world is expanding. And outer white is what humans, what civilization, what humanity isn't aware of. And they continue expanding, exploring up here. And the Farmers Union is mainly exploring into the steppes of Central Asia in order to see what's out here and hopefully get more farmland. more land to farm in. And hopefully get civilization out here. And speaking of which, something we haven't talked about in a while, trade routes. What the heck happened over here? Let me fix that. No. Hold up. Yeah, straight ups. It's kind of important in this series. And the green team, on part with the Chinese, decided to build a trade route down to the capital and then down over to Vietnam. Vietnam's capital, that so they can get resources, help get resources, and even down this way, down to Singapore, in order to help better connect up the road. And they even start building a trade route, help from Korea, to build a trade route from Korea to everywhere else. And while that was happening, there was another trade route starting to be built through Orange Team and all the way up here, up here, and down from the capital of the Farmers Union to help get agriculture and food down to these more populated regions of the road. And this will help them get richer. And as of right now, there's nothing going to Crimea, and I guess Ukraine, for that matter. And for them, they continue exploring more of Europe and going into the heartland of Europe. What they know is that this area is pretty flat for some reason. And they continue whoa. Whoa. There. That this area, especially up here in going from Western Europe, from France, all the way over here basically to the Urals, is just nothing but flat. This is flat plains. Except for down here in the Balkans. There's some mountains. All of Turkey basically gets explored while this was happening. They even explore Cyprus. I know I have been doing enough exploring for this series right now. I'm trying to get the road set up before we get people sparring more and more. And this dark gray team, the Farmers Union, expands slightly up here. They're just trying to get more farmland to end up, or at least more land to be able to profit from, and that way so they can get their industry going. Because right now their main industry is farming, hence why they're called the Farmers Union. But once the Industrial Revolution happens, they are going to really need it. They're really going to need this land. And right now I believe it's either the Farmers Union or China that's the biggest country. I know I think if I remember correctly I called this the Caspian Republic. I'm just going to change it to the Farmers Union because that sounds better. But yeah, they continue expanding into the steppes of Central Asia. which they come to find out is really beautiful. And they continue sending explorers out here, out into Central Asia to explore more. And they're about to reach a lake. And they're mainly trying to expand south right now in order to have better protection of their capital. And they continue exploring more of Middle East. And if the Farmers Union is able to secure all of this before these guys, then they're able to get oil. Once that's discovered. No, I believe they've already discovered the oil. They just don't know what to do with it. And these guys, who have been dormant for an episode or two, just start to be expanding more and going into the desert. And what they come to find out is that there's nothing here in Arabia. I know there might be times where I'm quiet for a few seconds. Don't mind that. I'm just thinking. Because I have like a lot of thoughts going through my mind for the series that I would like to implement at some point in the series. Either now or later down the road. Like in episode 10, 15, 20. If you guys still want to see this series, that is. I would continue this series. Hold on. And I believe that will do it for this part of the series, this episode. So, if you guys would like to see more, please comment down below and let me know your thoughts. So, bye bye.